Hi, my name is Debbie, and I'm a third-year student at UC Berkeley, majoring in public health, minoring in Chinese and global poverty. SkimaTalk has asked me to make a video to give tips in teaching English to language learners. So I think there are 5 things that are very important to remember while teaching. So today I want to tell you guys what those are. So I think the first thing that is very important to teaching is to use the SkimaTalk guidelines. In my case, I had no prior experience in teaching English to language learners before I started SkimaTalk. So it was very helpful for me to go over and use the guidelines which were on the website. So some important tips that I got from the guidelines were to use Skype message effectively, to give feedback, and to ask students what they wanted to study for this time and for the next time. I think the third one is very important because one of my students told me that when he took a session with another teacher at SkimaTalk, the teacher did not ask him this question and just went on to have a free conversation, which was not what the student planned for. So I think it's very important for the teachers to use the guidelines to better familiarize themselves with the system and to know how to structure the session and to better approach the students in general. So the second thing is to make a comfortable atmosphere for the students. When the students first come in, they feel very nervous to speak English and are not very confident to speak out their opinions in English because they feel that it's very embarrassing to make mistakes in front of a native speaker. So it's the teacher's job to make sure that the students don't feel anxious and to help them gradually speak more and more. When my students feel nervous sometimes, I tell them that it's okay to make mistakes, because we're all here to learn. You can make how many mistakes you want and I'll be here to listen and help you out. So I think it's very important for the teachers to be encouraging and to be friendly so that the students can build confidence in themselves, which is the most important thing to learning a new language. So the third thing is to make the 25 minutes productive for the students. It is important for the teachers to prepare for the session even if the student just wants to have a free conversation. I think the teachers should prepare some articles, some news, some questions just in case. Because the student paid for the session, I think we as teachers should not waste any minute of their time, but rather make the session worth their time, worth their money. One example is that a student took a session with a teacher at SkimaTalk, and in the middle of the session, the teacher just said, "So what do you want to talk about now?" and left an awkward silence. So the student was very unhappy with the session because he felt that the teacher was not prepared to teach him anything. So I think it's very important for us to prepare beforehand because 25 minutes is already a short time. So we should make the session productive for them so that they feel like they've learned something in that short amount of time. So the fourth thing is to give detailed feedback to the students. Of course, giving them comments after the session on their profiles is important, but also giving them feedback during the conversation is very helpful for the students. One student told me that if he doesn't get any corrections during the session, then he feels that he didn't learn anything. So I think it's very important for the teachers to correct them and give feedback during the conversation so that they can practice on their own time after the session and realize what they're doing wrong. The last thing is to enjoy teaching, talking, and sharing. Learning comes easy when you're having fun, so the teacher should enjoy talking to the students so that the student can also have fun. Also, by talking a lot with each other, the teacher and the student can learn very much about each other and build good friendly relationships. I have made many good friends via SkimaTalk, and they give me advice when I need help and cheer me up when I'm sad, and I'm very grateful for the relationships. I hope you guys have fun teaching and learning about each other and enjoy the experience at SkimaTalk. So thank you very much for listening to me, and I hope to see you guys again. Bye!